and we're back. So now my apprentice and I, we're gonna go ahead and install these new tires. While we got the wheels and everything off, we're gonna go ahead and check the brakes. The rears are actually a drum brake system, so they actually have a big drum versus a disc and a caliper, but I'll show you that once we get the wheels off. We're gonna check the brakes, make sure everything's good in there. And then we're also gonna install the new, bigger tires on these. So follow along and we'll go ahead and get it done. This particular one, we're actually going to need a thin wall 21 because the standard impact socket won't fit and it'll actually scratch up these nice rims, and we don't want to do that. So they make a thin wall 21 to slide right in there and you can clear the rim. So always be mindful of that. What's that? Hey, there you go. Oh, we're gonna roll them all over there in one shot. This here is a disc brake setup. You got rotor, caliper, and actual brake pads. Thankfully, the brake pads, even though they kind of look old, they're actually changed not too long ago, because if you look here, the brake pads themselves have a lot of meat left on them. So that's actually very good. And then the rotor is smooth. So at some point in its history, these brakes were done not too long ago. Whereas this here, this is a drum brake setup. So these actually have brake shoes on the inside, which I'll show you once I get this drum on. Yeah, these are gonna be nice, dude. I told them they'd expand once we put them on. We'll set them to, what's the rating on them? So max is 50, so we'll do like 40. DJ is a pro at tires, man. I'm not making that up. I get him to help me all the time. This is a tire balancer here. So it'll balance it out. You add weights in a specific spot, and it'll cause it to not have a vibration when you're driving. So as you see, it's telling us to add 1 ounce of weights on the inside. And the cool thing with this machine is it actually, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it actually gives you a laser light which tells you where exactly to mount the weight. And what you do is you take the weight, and this little clip here sits on the inside of the rim right here, and you actually tap it on like that. Now we'll recheck it. And look at that. We are okay. So this tire is balanced out. So here's a size difference just so you can see from a 33 KO3 to the factory size tires. I'm coming, D. Hold on. Oh, you got it? So when you see something like this, the wheel is probably not centered all the way on the hub, because that's a bit excessive. So what we'll do is we'll loosen it, reposition it a little bit, and try again. Dang. Hopefully we don't have a bent rim. We're gonna put this mark on this mark here, and we're gonna put this mark on this mark. So we're gonna spin the tire 180 and see if that helps. Let's retry this one. I like that a lot better instead of 6 ounces. So what was going on is there must have been a high spot on this tire. I mean, who knows if it was sitting in the factory for a long time. But all that we did was, where those two marks are, is we pretty much spun the tire on the rim. So now this part of the tire is now up here and this part is down here. And as you see, now it only wants 1.5 ounces of waste, which is way better than 6. So you kind of want to center it the best you can. After we force matched it, it only called for 1.5 ounces. Now it says okay. Good. All she wrote. Now that we got the tires off and everything, I wanted to check out the brakes, like, you know, while we had everything off. It's the perfect time to do it. And we already showed you the front, how the pads and everything look really good. It's a little rusty, but that's just because of the age. But the pads themselves are really good, and the rotors are nice and smooth. So I don't think he has anything to worry about there. But let's check the rears while we have it. So these are drums, and sometimes they get a little rusty, and you actually gotta persuade them a little bit. Oh yeah, these came off nice. And as you see on the inside, nice and smooth, no gouging. Like I said, this is surface rust. We might media blast this a little bit just to make it look nice, but nothing major. And then as you see, the brake shoes themselves got plenty of life. So at some point in this truck's life, not too long ago, it's had brakes done. So I think he'll be okay. We just need to clean all this up, blow all this out. I don't see anything leaking from the wheel cylinders. All the springs look good. So besides a little surface rust, I think cleaning it up, maybe a fresh coat of paint, and he'll be all right. Let's check the other side. Oh yeah, same deal. It came right off. That one actually had a little brake dust in it. But again, smooth, no hot spots, and a lot of life. Well, maybe about mid-life on the shoes. We might actually throw a set of brakes on these in the rears at least. Good news is no rust, or no rust, excuse me, no leaking. Because a lot of times these wheel cylinders will leak, but you're good there. So I think we'll just clean them up, maybe throw a fresh set of shoes on there, clean up the drums, and he'll be good to go.